Hello, this tutorial will cover measuring angles by using the angle addition postulate. Okay, now the angle addition postulate says the following: let PQ and R be points that define angle PQR with T a point in the interior of the angle. So this is a picture of that, of what this is saying in words. Okay, so we have PQR, that's this angle, and T is a point in the interior. So T can be anywhere. So let's say T is right there. So we can connect now Q with T. So we obtain ray QT. So we're going to use that to solve the following example. Okay, so example 1 is just numbers, and it's saying that point T is in the interior of angle PQR, and the measure of angle PQT is 69. So that means this angle here is PQT. So that's this one here. PQT is 69 degrees, and TQR, that's this one here, is 36 degrees, and they want us to find the measure of angle PQR, so that's this one. By using the angle addition postulate, we can just say that the measure of angle PQR is equal to 69 degrees plus 36. Okay, so that's 105 degrees. So that's the measure of angle PQR. Okay, so as you can see, the angle addition postulate is very straightforward. So let's go now to the second example. Okay, and this one is saying point T is in the interior of angle PQR. So there's point T here, and this is angle PQR, and the measure of angle PQR is 10x minus 7. So the big angle PQR is 10x minus 7. Now angle PQT is 6x plus 5. So PQT is 6x plus 5, and angle TQR, this angle is 36 degrees. Now they want us to find the measure of angle PQR, but in order to do that, we first have to solve for x. So that's our first step. Solve for x. Now by using the angle addition postulate again, we can say this angle, so that means the big angle 10x minus 5, which represents a big angle, is equal to the sum of this angle plus this angle, and that's because of the angle addition postulate. So this is 6x plus 5 plus 36. Okay, so we're going to combine like terms, and as you can see, we have a 5 and a 36. So this one stays the same. 10x minus 7 equals 6x plus 5 plus 36, that's 41. And then let's subtract 6 from both sides. So minus 6x, this cancels, and 10 minus 6, that's 4x minus 7 equals 41. Now we want to solve for x, so we add 7 to both sides. Okay, so that this cancels, and we have the 4x's by themselves. So 4x equals 41 plus 7, which is 48. We divide by 4. So x equals 48 divided by 4, which is 12. Okay, so this is the value of our x. Now we need to find the measure of angle PQR. So we want to know the measure of this big angle. So we're going to take this one here, because we know that's what represents the measure of angle PQR. So the measure of angle, and I'm going to break this off. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just separating the work. The measure of angle PQR equals 10x minus 7, and I'm going to substitute. So this is the second step. I should have mentioned that. This was the second step, first step, and this is the second step. And then we just substitute. So this is 10 times x is 12, I'm bringing it from here, minus 7. So then this equals 10 times 12, that's 120 minus 7. So we find that the measure of angle PQR is equal to 113 degrees. Okay, so that's all for that one. Now let's move on to the next example. This example is the angle bisector. Okay, now what the angle bisector says that we have this angle here and this ray bisects the angle, then this happens. This angle and this angle are equal, so that's what we have here. The measure of angle 1 is congruent to the measure of angle 2. And we're going to use that to solve the next problem, okay? So let me start that. So this says that KM bisects angle LKJ. So this is KM and this is LKJ. So that's the angle. So once you see bisects, that means it's going to cut it in half. So that means these two angles are equal. Okay? And LKM is 5x minus 7. So LKM is 5x minus 7. And MKJ is 11 plus 2x. So this is 11 plus 2x. And they want us to find the measure of angle LKJ. So that's this big angle here. So they want us to find that measure, okay? Now, since KM bisects the angle, then that means that this angle is equal to this angle. And that's what we are going to use to solve for x, and then go back to substituting so we can find the measure of angle LKJ. So that means the two angles are equal, so we say 5x minus 7 equals 11 plus 2x. Okay, again we're back to solving for x. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides so I can have all my x's on the left hand side. So this cancels, and 5x minus 2x, that leaves us with 3x minus 7 equals, all that's left on the right hand side is 11. And now we add 7 to both sides so that this cancels, and we have 3x equals 11 plus 7, that's 18. And finally we divide by 3 because there's a 3 in front of the x. So 18 divided by 3 is equal to 6. So there's the value of our x. Now we need to find the measure of angle LKJ. So the measure of angle LKJ, we're going to use the angle addition postulate. So we're going to add this angle and this angle. Okay? So that equals 5x minus 7 plus 11 plus 2x. And then we know the value of x, that's 6, so let's just substitute for x. So 5 times 6 minus 7 plus 11 plus 2 times 6. 5 times 6, that's 30 minus 7 plus 11 plus 2 times 6, that's 12. So 30 minus 7, that's 23. Plus 11 plus 12, that's also 23. As you can see, since we have KM as the angle bisector, the two angles are equal, and that's shown here. So then we just add to find the measure of angle LKJ. So the measure of angle LKJ is equal to 46 degrees. Now understand that all the examples I've worked here, each example that I have solved is not drawn to scale. Okay, hopefully this hopefully this is not difficult for you, and if you have any questions, you can ask those questions in class. Okay, see you in class. Bye bye.